Hey everyone, it's David here once again, and today I'm going to do some fishing today. It's been a little bit of a while, but yeah. So today what I'm gonna do today is doing something a little bit different today because I brought two fishing rods with me. Yeah. So one I'm gonna be focusing on because I actually put I actually put reel. No, not sorry. I put line on my reel. I'm actually starting to learn how to do that. I'll get into that a little later in the story. But anyway, so we're going to do it. Let's head to the pond and we'll go from there. So I'll see you at the pond. Alright, so today's rod I'm going to be using today, rod and reel, is this one, the Jawbone. You've seen it in my videos before. I ended up redoing to put the whole line on here. And you guys already know, obviously, that this is a Baitcaster. So yeah, I put new line on here, and yeah, so wasn't easy though, but I actually do know now I tied up line on the reel. I'll maybe do a video someday on it. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna learn how to master this because I saw a lot of YouTube videos on this, and we're going to give this a shot. So I'm just gonna set it all up and we'll go from here. So alrighty. Alright, so got it all set up now. So here's what I want to do before I even try to, attempt, doing this. So what I've learned on YouTube is that before you cast, even if you change your lure or whatever, I'm using a worm right now, so you got to tighten up the tension. It's this way, and I'm gonna make sure my brake system is, I don't know, probably halfway or whatever. And once I click on the button like this, it should not move. So now if I release the tension from the time that the hook hits the water, it should not backlash. Hold on, probably turned it the wrong way. Yeah. Just a little bit. Not yet. I'm just got here, so. But so far, not quite.
You're using worms?
Yeah, I was using worms. Oh yeah, see that backlash, so that's not good. So from the time that it hits, I've probably loosened up a little bit too much. I backlashed a little bit, but that's probably because. Alright, so I'm gonna keep it the way it is. Maybe I should cast a little bit further than that. I backlash a little bit, but not much though, but oh my. Gotten to the point of like, I didn't put that much line on my reel actually, because I didn't want to overshoot it. Come on, we gotta get this right, Alright, well, let's see what happens if we try it in that distance. I don't know, but Oh yeah, I didn't put that much line on here because you could see the because one time I overspooled it one time and I didn't I was afraid to overspool it, you know. Sometimes when you overspool it, you would accidentally, you know, it goes up to the line. I don't know where it's supposed to go up to, but overall, let's see what will happen anyway. Doesn't look like it's that far, but it's an 8-pound line, just to let you guys know. 8-pound line. So, oh, okay, I fixed it. Oh, they say always keep your thumb on the always keep your thumb on the spool, you know, in case if you had to, in case it backlashes or whatever, and to prevent it from stopping. So, it doesn't look like looks like I'm trying to get the hang of it, you know, that way it looks like, because what I'm doing is that I'm just trying to adjust my line, and I'm just trying to adjust the, you know, I don't think I have it in the right distance or whatever, but it's a learning curve. Probably because I have the setting up not the right way, because I think I heard that you won't be able to cast far, so let me see if I make some adjustments on the reel before I even cast, so it avoids the, so you see that just oh, yep, that wasn't good. What happened here? Usually something happens on the top of it, but guess not. So yeah, you see, I'm right at the end of the spool. That's, but it is what it was, you know. And besides, it might not have been the best knot that I made, because making a knot was a pain in the neck. Just let me just a little bit. I ain't casting far, but I mean, I think it's probably because it's slowing down due to the brake, but I should be careful not doing that while. Like I said, I have another rod I can use just in case if I don't have any luck, but alright, been playing around a little bit, but still haven't caught anything. I mean, I did have a backlash off camera, but it wasn't too severe. But like I said, I think I put too much on the line, but I haven't really cast that far. I don't know if I have the right setup, because due to the, I have a little like bullet weight on there, and not only that, that was basically, you know, what the outcomes are. But even if I was, you know, going out farther, but it's just the fishing season might not be a luck anyway, so. But I've been doing is that I've been adjusting the tension line on the Baitcaster, and so, you know, before I make the adjustments, I just make sure that, you know, it's not going to backlash once it hits the water. So, but I mean, if there's another trick way of going a little further than that, but so. But, you know, mastering this thing is obviously a way of saying, you know, oh, look at that, like how they're mastering it. Because I see this in my videos, actually. I see this in my own videos, that I'm messing up the whole thing, you know, because I'm adjusting this, I'm adjusting, you know, that or whatever. So I wonder if that has to do with the drag. Oh wait, no, that's loosening it up. That's not bringing it back at all. Alright, I don't think that has to do anything about it. And of course, when it doesn't reel, it doesn't want to reel, so that's fun. That's interesting. Ah. You gotta use a lot of muscle on it. Although I don't think that has to do anything with it. It's just the drag line. has to do something with it. The drag. Oh. Slightly backlash, but that's what you don't want to do when you cast. It's a learning curve, but just doing all I can, just doing what's best. So I may have to switch another. If I have to switch another, you know, rod, I can. But you know, if it comes to putting more line in here, I will have to do it again. But maybe I'll put a little bit more line on here. So. Alright guys, so I'm gonna switch it off with the I'm gonna switch it off with this, the spinning cast, and see what happens. I just accidentally caused one of the worst worst bird's nest ever. Yeah, I was mastering it, but I was trying to figure out another way of casting a little further, but I don't know. But something tells me that I was looking up on my YouTube channel, and it said something about like I said spool 8 pound. Just trying to read that YouTube video. The lighter the line, the further. Maybe a 4-6 pound. Maybe a 4-6 pound line could do it. I don't know. I don't have a 4-6 pound line as of yet, but I'll give it a shot when I get a chance to next time. Now, since I know how to spool up a line now. Wow, that stunk. So, but I guess Baitcaster reels are different depending on what you use, the setup or whatever, but it's just, oh, there's no worm on here, alright? Must have flinged it out. Alrighty. Alrighty. Also, too, I had to put a new GoPro battery on there because it was starting to decrease to like a low of 40 degrees. I mean, degrees. 40. Oh, see, I can't even cast that far either on that. So, but it is what it is, so. But I haven't not caught anything. I think what I would. I think what I'm trying to do is that maybe I can order that thing I was looking up on Amazon next time, though. So, setup. So, but I don't know. But I'm not gonna it's getting a little bit too late because it's fishing season is about to end. That's what my mom said. So more likely I will, you know, more likely I will end this, you know, but I see something over there, but I don't, well, not the bobber, but I see something sticking out of the water, but I don't know what it is. This line on here is due to changing anyway, so I'll have to see when I go back. I mean, I'll do what I have to do to change the line again. You know, maybe just I'm starting to learn how to do it now because it's called the arbor knot. What it is that you have to tie you gotta tie an overhand knot or whatever you overhand knot, whatever you call it, and you tie it up, and then you have to spin it and twist it or whatever you have to do. I actually did it on this poles of them in my little room one time and practice on that, and then you just gotta make it a knot, like another overhand knot, and then tie it down, and then you're gonna guide that down to the main your tag line, and then snap it. So it's, I know I was wasting a few inches of line, but that's not too bad. But it's learning how to practice, mainly. But so I think I'm gonna wrap it up at one point. So. But I mainly think that that's what I'm gonna try to do. Change the line next year. Maybe I'll put the current line I have on the Baitcaster, so maybe I can do it when I'm doing, because I don't think I put too much line on there. I didn't spool it up because one time when I did something like that, I totally messed it up. So I don't know. Looks like I got something going on. I got an activity going on right there, and I'm not doing anything. I see it doing something, but unless it's nothing at all. I mean, well, So maybe it's not that bad when I'm casting it, but although I don't know what's fish over there, but alright guys, that's going to be a wrap for the video. So unfortunately I didn't catch anything, and it might be my last time to fish for the season. So so I'm just going to recap. Obviously I did not catch a fish. So, and I did try to master, well, I wouldn't say I tried, but I was learning the basics of the Baitcaster, you know, and just trying to do all this, you know, all this thing on the reel itself, like the tension, the brake system. I mean, it was starting to get really good, but then at one point, I think I tensioned it too much, and I guess I was just a little frustrated because due to not casting that far, but I don't think I had the right setup. So I looked at my YouTube video back in 2024. It was a Labor Day fishing, and one of my users and subscribers told me that if I use an 8-pound line and then like some setup, I was using a bullet weight, so. But I'm going to use a split shot, so I'm going to use 2 or 3 and just see what happens. I know now how to put line on the, you know, on the bait cast. I mean, well, not on any type of reel, actually. So I'm due to changing it anyway on the one of the spinning cast, because it is, that line was back in 2021, so it's due to changing. So I'll just have to change it, no problem, and then I think I'll just order that setup on Amazon that I saw, you know, see what happens, because it was listed on there, so, and it said 2-3 split shots, so I'm like, what is that? So, but I think of what it is, but now I know what it is. It's one of those little things that you gotta squeeze in that I don't really use that much on it. But, you know, there's all different types of, you know, ways to fish, so maybe I can cast a little further that way, I don't know. But seems like to me, maybe I'll get a 4-6-pound line at one of my reels, and then use an 8-pound line on it, on another one. So I don't know. I'll have to see. Maybe, you know, we'll have to see what happens when it gets to that chapter, or, you know, that part. So, but at the meantime, so at this point forward, I will be working on my Aruba videos. So, you know, at this point, so I will work on that, and then, you know, and then just maybe do some driving videos, you know, and just go from there until springtime and just see what happens. Yeah. And then I'll make a video of doing the, you know, how to put line in your spool, because I've learned how to do that. I mentioned this already, so I'm gonna do that. So yeah, so it's, you know, I was practicing, like I said earlier, and it's just really, it's a lot of work though, because I think what it was on the Baitcaster that I had, I didn't really do a good job on the tie down, because I must have not did the one I was supposed to do. It's called the Aruba knot. I don't know if I've said this right, but there's several knots on it. So, but if I learn how to do that and then just do it that way, practicing doing it, because, you know, I say practice makes perfect. So I'll do that type of knot on both of my reels, so that way I know exactly what I need to do. And then obviously, because when I go back up to camp, I'll probably buy that whole setup again, like what I mentioned earlier. You know, maybe using the split shot, maybe 2 or 3 or whatever, you know. But I was mastering the Baitcaster, learning how to do it, you know, because what I was doing, because I was so, you know, I was messing it up the whole time, because it's the frustration that I wanted to get a better cast and a better fishing. So that to cast further, see if there's like bass or whatever. But I haven't really caught a bass lately. I think the last time I caught a bass was back in 2023. So, because lately I've been catching sunfishes, been catching catfish. So, and then obviously there's a lot of what's that other fish I've been catching at New Hampshire lately? I think it was, I don't know. Let me pull it up on the Fish Brain app. So, I had it somewhere. Yeah, it's up here. Oh, white perch. That's what it was. A white perch. So that's what it was. That's what I was catching a lot lately during my cast, even out in the boat. Well, the kayak. So I'll do that again. Actually, I'm thinking about doing that too, and I'm gonna like switch off the rod. Switch off the rods. Like I might do the crankbait with it. Go way out. Like swap it a little bit, like one with the worms, one with the crankbait. I'll get a same size rod and reel for it. That way it will fit my boat perfectly. Or actually I want to say boat, kayak. Alright guys, so that's a wrap. And I'll see you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you don't miss out on my videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.